Every journey begins with a spark, a single moment of clarity in the chaos. It's not just inspiration, it's transformation. Here, we don't just tell stories, we ignite change. And it all starts here.
Are you exhausted from trying to do it all, yet still feel like you're getting nowhere? You're not alone. We've been sold this idea that the harder we work, the more we achieve. But that's not entirely true. The key to being productive isn't about doing more, but doing less, strategically. It's not about how much you do, but how aligned your actions are with your goals. Think about it. How many times have you ended your day feeling completely drained, only to realize that most of your effort went into things that didn't really matter? You ticked off tasks, replied to emails, attended meetings, or tackled errands. But when you step back, the bigger picture still feels blurry, incomplete, or worse, unchanged. The truth is, being busy isn't the same as being productive. And yet, so many of us fall into the trap of equating the two. We cram our schedules, spread ourselves too thin, and chase every opportunity, believing that sheer effort will eventually pay off. But instead of feeling accomplished, we feel overwhelmed, burned out, and stuck in a cycle of chasing tasks that barely move the needle. Here's the thing. Life isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things, the things that align with your goals, your values, and the outcomes you truly care about. The secret isn't in working harder or filling every waking hour with activity. It's in stepping back, focusing on what truly matters, and learning to let go of the noise. Imagine this. What if you could spend less time hustling and still achieve more? What if, instead of drowning in endless to-dos, you could focus your energy on the few things that actually make a difference? What if you could simplify, streamline, and make room for what's meaningful rather than what's just urgent? This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a shift in mindset, a deliberate choice to prioritize quality over quantity and clarity over chaos. And once you make that shift, the results can be transformative. You'll not only accomplish more of what matters, but you'll also feel lighter, freer, and more in control of your life. Because here's the ultimate truth. The key to unlocking your full potential isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about taking a step back, removing what doesn't serve you, and channeling your focus where it counts. So, let me ask you again. Are you ready to stop doing it all and start doing what truly matters? Pause for reflection. If the answer's fuck yeah, you must implement the 80-20 rule into your daily life, a game-changing concept that can help you reclaim your time, energy, and focus while achieving far more than you ever thought possible. The 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, is simple yet profound. 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. It applies to almost every aspect of life. Think about it. In business, 20% of customers generate 80% of the revenue. In relationships, 20% of your interactions bring 80% of your happiness. Even in your daily tasks, a small handful of actions are responsible for the majority of your progress. But here's the problem. Most of us waste our time on the wrong 80%. The things that keep us busy but not productive. This isn't just about time management. It's about energy management. The truth is, you can't do it all, and you don't need to. The secret lies in identifying that crucial 20% and letting go of the rest. Imagine this. Instead of spending 10 hours slogging through a mile-long to-do list, what if you could focus just 2 hours on the most impactful tasks and still get the same or even better results? Let's break it down. Here's how you can start working smarter, not harder. 1. Identify the 20% that matters most. Take a look at your goals and tasks. Ask yourself, which tasks bring the most value? What actions directly move me closer to my goals? Which commitments actually matter? Write these down. Be honest with yourself. This is where the magic happens. Eliminate or delegate the other 80%. Here's the tough part. Let go of the tasks that don't align with your goals. That email you don't really need to send, let it go. That meeting that could have been an email, decline it. Freeing up your mental and physical space for the important stuff is liberating. 3. Combine it with the 2-minute rule. Remember the 2-minute rule we talked about? Use it to knock out small but high-impact tasks from your 20% list immediately. For example, if replying to an email builds a crucial connection, do it right now. 4. Regularly reassess and adjust. Life changes, and so do your priorities. Make it a habit to reevaluate your 80-20 periodically. What worked last month might not work today. Stay flexible and keep refining. If you're working on a business, ask yourself, Which 20% of my clients generate 80% of my revenue? Focus on nurturing those relationships instead of spreading yourself thin. If you're trying to learn a new skill, identify the core 20% of concepts that will make 80% of the difference. For example, learning a new language? Don't go memorizing 10,000 words. Instead, learn the 1,000 most commonly used ones. They make up 80% of everyday conversations. Even in your personal life, think about the people or activities that bring you the most joy. By investing your time there, you'll experience 80% of your happiness. There's a reason the 80-20 rule works so well. Decision fatigue. By focusing on fewer tasks, you make fewer decisions, conserving your mental energy. The law of diminishing returns. The more you spread yourself across too many tasks, the less effective you become at each one. The power of focus. Concentrating on what truly matters allows you to excel instead of being mediocre at everything. Now, here's your challenge. Take 10 minutes today to identify the 20% that matters most in your life. Look at your goals, your tasks, your relationships, and figure out where your energy truly makes a difference. And once you know it, commit to it. Say no to the rest. Remember, productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. When you focus on the vital few instead of the trivial many, you'll not only accomplish more, but you'll also feel less stressed, less overwhelmed, and more in control. So, start today. Stop spinning your wheels on the 80% that doesn't matter and start thriving with the 20% that does.